Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
We're going to do some bicep moves here. So just work the biceps. We'll come up into tricep movements here, and then we'll do some shoulder raises as well. So I'll just move around those, improvise it a little bit, but just giving our arms a little focus, our shoulder muscles a little focus, getting them nice and happy. So follow me on that last arm circuit. We'll keep it simple and fun. Those are the 5 exercises we're going to do. We'll get into that for 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and we'll start in with swimmers in 3, 2, 1. So just sitting nice and high here, sitting nice and tall, letting the shoulders go where they feel most comfortable, getting into a nice fluid swim movement. And we're staying with this. Imagine yourself in some water. Maybe you like cold water, maybe you like hot water, warm water, whatever it is. But really imagine swimming through that water. Feel the slight pressure on your body, the slight resistance you need to work through. That's what we're feeling as we do this. We'll go for 5 here. And pause. Excellent little break. We're coming into clamshells. So our hands are going to be on the outside of our knees. They start close together, and then they push against those big chest muscles. So give yourself good resistance, enough just to make the legs work and make the exercise feel really effective. You're pushing out as far as you could go. Good range of motion. And then come back together, let them come back together, and then push out again. We'll work that for 40 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. Great work out there, everybody. Really using our own body to challenge other parts of our body. We can get a full workout with just body weight like this. Let's work hard for 5 more here, everybody. A couple more reps. Let's get one more together. And pause. Good. 20 seconds of rest. Really teach your body to relax in these moments. Get ready for the next movement, which is going to be window washers. We're going to pretend we're just washing some big windows. Reach out to the side, nice and high up here. Get down low. Maybe there's windows on the side over here. We could be in a big glass box of windows, whatever it is. Feel out the movement. Let it feel good. Stay moving for 40 seconds. That's what we're looking for. Let's jump in 3, 2, 1. So starting right in front of you, just feel like you're really rubbing some dirt and some grime off some windows. Reaching up out. Make sure we work the left hand in. Getting both sides. Reach out to the side. Feel this out. Let this teach your body where are you feeling tight. Where's the freedom? Come down low over here. Come down low on the left side. Maybe there's some windows to your side over here. Wipe those off. Coming over to the left side. And pause. Good. Good work movement, just teaching the shoulder to be a little bit happier, loosening those shoulder muscles up really well. Next up is going to be heel kickouts with a sort of boxer stance. So we're going to have our hands up nice and strong like a boxer, and we're just coming and kicking our heels out for 40 seconds. We might add some punches in on the second round, but this is a good place to start. Sitting nice and tall, engage that core. Arms are engaged the whole time. We're nice and strong. Let's start together in 3, 2, 1. So just kicking our heels out here. Staying nice and strong. Core engaged. Arms upright. Reaching out, touching with our heels. Great work, everybody. 10 hard more seconds. Staying nice and smooth with this. In 3, 2, 1, break. Excellent work. Last up is just going to be a little arm shoulder circuit. I'll call out some moves. We'll do them for about 10 seconds each, just to give our arms some nice work. Good time for some water bottles or some cans or some bags of rice. If you have them, no need to go crazy. This will work really well if you just imagine lifting a heavy weight with each of the movements and make those muscles flex. Bring your mind to those muscles, make those muscles work. You could tell your body to do anything it needs to. So we're going to start off sitting nice and tall. We're going to start off with some just bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. So we're just really imagining those bicep muscles, the front part of the arm here, the inner part of the arm. Coming up, nice squeeze here. Okay, then we're going to come up into triceps, and we'll just stick with biceps and triceps on this. I think our arms are enough. We'll save shoulders for another day. Shoulders are getting plenty of work elsewhere. So we're going to just do biceps and triceps. These are tricep kicks. So just on this opposite side of the bicep, that's the muscle we're working. Really imagine that squeezing. You could even feel it as you extend the arm. Sitting up nice and tall, working for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So that's the arm circuit we'll do. 40 seconds of work is good enough for biceps and triceps. We'll do focus shoulder work another day. That's going to do a lot for us. That's our first set. Excellent job. Hopefully you're feeling more comfortable with the movements now. And so on the second round, we could give ourselves to those movements a little bit more, put a little more intensity into them, a little bit more speed, a little bit more of a squeeze. When we're squeezing our muscles, we control the intensity of our workout. I want you to be able to control that intensity yourself. Parts of our workout are also about learning to take breaks. So it's a good time to grab a drink of water. Great workout there, everybody. So we're going to come back into our next round. We've got swimmers, clamshells, our window wash sequence there, heel kickouts with the boxer stance, and we got biceps and triceps to finish us off, get us ready for the spring and summer that's coming. So let's jump into it. We start off with swimmers. We'll get going in 3, 2, 1. Feel those shoulders getting loose, working through a full range of motion. Keep the fingers and the wrists involved. See how those are feeling as you go through this. Working hard for 5 here. And pause. Good. Next up in 20 seconds is going to be clamshells. We're pushing in with our chest and shoulder muscles in our hands here, pushing out with our legs, making both of our bodies work in both parts of our bodies work in sequence, but really emphasis on making those legs work, the outside of our hips. That's what we're focusing on. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Pushing out nice and hard and fully, full extension, coming back together. Excellent work here, guys. 5 more seconds, couple more reps, couple more good ones. One more real big push. And we pause. Good. Excellent. Next up coming is window washers. Really improvise this. You want to get 2 arms going at once. Reach out to the side. Feel what feels good for you. It's just getting our shoulders working, making all those little stabilizer muscles work, and teaching us to be ambidextrous. So even as you go about your house, if you like to clean, you're always doing something with your right hand, try to work in the left hand as well. It's going to keep your body feeling balanced and happy. So let's get into that in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start off with my left hand over here, reaching up nice and high, cleaning the windows, coming down low. Let's come over to the right side here. Let's get both hands going at once. Can we do different kinds of circles? Can we get the circles going the same time? Have fun with it. Do what you can, but try to move in some new, different ways. Let's reach out to the side here. Wash both of our side windows at once. And good, pause there. Hopefully that gets the shoulder feeling good, works all those stabilizer muscles in there. 4th movement, heel kickouts. We're sitting up nice and tall. We got that boxer stance locked in. If we want to on this one, to add some punches, let's work opposite hand with opposite heel. But remember, we're sitting nice and tall. Our core is engaged. Those hands are staying up. Let's work that for 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. If you just want to do the heel kickouts alone, that's fine. I'm going to add in a few punches here. Ten more seconds, everybody, working hard. And pause. Good. Excellent work, everybody. We got our arm circuit left to go, focusing on the biceps, the part that pulls the forearm into the upper arm, and then triceps, the part that extends the forearm away from the upper arm. Tricep is on the bottom under here. Bicep is up top over here. Those are the 2 muscles we're focusing on for this. I'm going to use some water bottles, but you could use your mind if that's all you got. Make those muscles squeeze nice and hard as we go. Let's jump into that in 3, 2, 1. This is getting us ready for some nice outdoor summer days, hopefully. Show off those arms. Real good squeeze in those biceps. These are our beach muscles. Good, and let's switch up to triceps here. So we're sitting nice and tall, squeezing those tricep muscles. And pause. Great work there, everybody. That's our second set of seated exercises. Why don't you stand up? I'll adjust my camera and we'll move to our standing moves. Okay, everybody, you know the deal. Our chair is here for support if we need it. Certainly, if you want it right in front of you, leave it there. I'll be moving it around so you can see the movements I'm doing. Use the chair as you need it for confidence. Step away from it as you feel comfortable doing, and that's going to give us a great workout. So we're going to start off with kicks over our chair. So we're going to kick over the part we sit on. Nice rhythm here. If that's a little too difficult, you know our variation where we could stand and use the chair for support and get a kick going from there. But for today, I'm going to focus on this kick over the chair. That's going to be our first movement. Second movement is going to be a nice side bend. We did that breathing at the start, inhaling our arms up. We're going to bring those arms together. We're going to go into a nice, what's called a half moon pose, side bend. We let this hip come out. Biceps stay close to our ears. As we exhale, we go deeper into the stretch. As we inhale, we lengthen our posture, always standing nice and tall. We'll do one side first, second side, second round. Third movement, always got to work our calf muscles. So we could come back over here into a nice crouch and work the calf muscle from there. Full range of motion, or we could stand up right near our chair, just coming up fully onto our toes, working those calf muscles. That'll do well for us. Fourth movement, we'll just be bringing back our swimmers. We could get a little more full body motion into it, really flow with it. But again, just swimmers there, having fun with it. Fourth movement or fifth movement will be our working on our balance. Lift one leg up, try to stand for 40 seconds. That's how we'll finish things off. So those are our standing exercises. We got 2 rounds coming, and then we finish off with our meditation. So we'll start off with kickers, kicks over the chair, and we'll get going into that in 3, 2, 1. Nice flow with this. Getting my arms involved. Ten more seconds here, everybody. And pause. Great work there. Next up is going to be our side bend or half moon pose, really working on incorporating our breathing here with this movement. So we'll inhale our arms up overhead. We'll bend over to the side, and I'll talk you through the cues, but really try to be intentional with your breathing on this one. I'll be going over to the right side to start. So let's do this together. Inhale our arms up overhead. Deep inhale, allow our stomach to expand on the in-breath. We can bring those palms together, and then we're going to bend over to the side. My chest is still open. I've still got good upright posture. My arms are back, not slouching, slumping forward. Biceps coming in towards the ear. As we exhale, go deeper into the stretch. As you inhale, expand your stomach and really try to lengthen that posture, standing nice and tall still. Exhaling deeper into the stretch. Your glutes are engaged. That's helping you to stay solid. And then let's inhale back up and exhale down. Good, excellent. That's a good pose to go through, teaching our body a lot. Next move is going to be our calves. Love to work our calf muscles. So we can simply stand at the back of our chair, come up fully onto our toes, or if we want a little bit more of a range of motion, we come into this crouch position, and that's still just working the calves, but it just gives us a little bit more range of motion. We're not squatting. There might be a little bit of a squat, but that's not the focus. the focus is working those calf muscles. So let's do that together in 3, 2, 1. If you want to start up here, more than welcome. Just make sure we're getting a full squeeze in the calves, full extension, full stretch. Let's get 10 more seconds here, everybody. And pause. Good work there. Excellent. Next up will be our swimmers. So we're standing nice and tall. If you want to drop down into a squat, we can do that as well. Work the legs a little bit more, but we're focusing on the swimmer movement, and we'll start into that in 3, 2, 1. If you're feeling comfortable with this, we've done a number of sets with this. You could pick up the speed a little bit. Imagine that you're moving through that water with a little bit more intensity. Working hard for 5. And pause. Good. Last movement will be our balance work. So we'll work our right leg here, reaching out to that chair if we need it. But we're going to try to get our right leg and all those joints, knees, ankles, hips to 90 degrees. That's the goal. That's what we're working to get to. But if you can only lift it up off the floor today, that's fine. That's a start. That's growth. That's progress. So let's try to hold this balance for 40. Again, try to step away from the chair as you can, or remove your hand from the chair, but know it's there to grab if you need it. Trying to stand for 40 with one foot on the ground. Let's go into that in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so still try to breathe deeply through this. Feel your power, feel your stability. Know you're rooted to the floor. Holding for 5 here. And pause. Good work. Balance work, those isometric holds, great for us, really teaching us a lot. So that's our standing exercises. Now we know the movements. Let's throw ourselves a little bit more into those on these last set. We're going to jump right into it in just a moment so we get to our meditation, but we got kicks over. We got a side bend to our left side to work on. We're going to work our calf muscles. One more round of swimmers, and then working the balance on our left side. So starting off with kicks over our chair here. Let's jump into this in 3, 2, 1. Ten more seconds here, everybody. And pause. Good work there. Next up is going to be our side bend to the left side. Again, really work those inhales and those exhales. As we exhale, bend a little bit more into the stretch. Inhale, reassert all those good postural cues I'm giving you. Biceps in towards the ear, hands together, glutes engaged, all that good stuff. That's what makes for a good side bend. Let's start together, and we'll inhale our arms up overhead. Big stomach full of air, leaning over to the left side, not slumped forward. Biceps trying to get in towards the ears, hands together. My glutes are engaged to keep me upright. Exhaling deeper into the stretch. Inhaling, reassert that posture. Exhaling a bit deeper. And then inhale back up. Exhale, arms down to the side. Good work there, everybody. Next up, we're trying to get to our meditation here. So we move in a little quickly here, but we'll do our calves next up. Again, you got your multiple options there. I'm going to go for this full extension one. Let's start into this in 3, 2, 1. Let's work hard for 5. And pause. Great work, everybody. 2 more movements here. We'll finish off with some swimmers. Let's add a little leg work in here. We'll come down into something of this crouch horse stance, just a wide semi-crouch, 3/4 crouch. Gets the legs involved. And we'll do our swimmers from here. Let's jump into that in 3, 2, 1. Ten more seconds. And pause. Good. Last movement here, crucial movement, working our balance, working our ability to work off one foot and to hold parts of our body isometrically, to hold them in a difficult position with strength and confidence. These are crucial capacities for our body. So let's work this left leg, trying to get all those joints up to 90 degrees. But if you just need to lift it off the floor, that's progress. So let's do that together in 3, 2, 1. Trying to stay away from the chair, be able to do this on our own, teaching our body that self-sufficiency. But we know we got our support structures when we need them. Holding hard for 10 here. Work through this, everybody. This is our finish. Three, 2, 1. Great work there, everybody. Great finish to our workout. Why don't you return gently to the chair and begin to slow that heart rate down, slow the breathing down, slow the body down. Great class today, everybody. As a few of us were saying and maybe telegraphing at the start, this morning was keeping all of us on our toes a little bit. Life can do that to us. Life comes at us, breaks in upon us. Reality changes around us in ways that we didn't expect or foresee or anticipate. And that could lead to stress, fear, worry, doubt, all those things we go through when reality doesn't come at us quite as we expected. Sometimes it's a surprise, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's fun. But oftentimes I think it leads to some of that stress and fear. And the ability to pause and to review and to look back and to say, how did I get here? What brought me here? How did I end up here? Where was my vision of the world sort of off? Where was I not looking at my own life maybe with full, clear eyes? It's good to look back and to do that, but to do so with love and generosity and compassion. And to look back and to savor those times when reality surprises us, maybe in more of a fun way. And that's what these reviews I often talk about do for us. There's many different versions. I always mention journaling and plenty of examples of people throughout history who had a very intentional structure for looking at their day or even their half of their day or even just the last hour. Sometimes people check in, do a little review. What happened? Where was my heart? Where was my mind? Where was my soul? Where was my body? How was it experiencing the reality around me? And it's a good habit to be in. So the structure I use is highs, lows, and hopes. Very simple. Interpret it as you feel most comfortable. And it's just a good little structure to look back and take stock of where we've been. And that's what we'll do today, looking back at our last day, just loosely the last 24 hours and seeing what happened. And I'll talk you through that process as we go. But we start by finding a good meditative posture. If you're sitting in your chair, your feet flat on the floor, hands resting gently in your lap, core engaged and sitting upright is perfectly a good posture to have. That's a great starting posture. If you know a different one, and if you like to sit cross-legged, which is what I'm going to do, I'd invite you to do that now. But either way, find your comfortable, engaged posture. And we start by paying attention to our breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Allow the stomach to expand on the in-breath. Hold the breath for a moment. And calmly exhale out of your mouth. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out fully. Let any worries or fear or tension float away as you breathe in peace, calm, and relaxation. Welcome the light into your mind as we begin a review of our last day. And so looking at our last day, let our minds roam over the different events and details of the day. Let them come to you like a movie or an image. Welcome whatever comes to mind, look at it, love it. And start with a consideration of what were the highs for you yesterday? Where did you feel most deeply yourself, most fully yourself? The best version of yourself. And simply look at those moments and savor them, dwell on them, enjoy them. See how they came to be. See how you came to be in that moment. And then continuing to look at the same day, consider the low moments, the moments where you weren't fully yourself, where you were drawn away from yourself. Where you were less than what you know you could be. But look at those with compassion and mercy. It's okay. We are human, and we find ourselves in those moments. But noticing what led to those moments, what brought us there, what took us away from ourselves, will help us to be stronger against those in the future. So look with love and compassion at the low moments of your day, whatever that means for you. And then continuing to breathe in deeply and staying in the space of peace and love. And taking into mind those highs and lows of yesterday. How do you hope to be today? How do you hope to be tomorrow? Set some intentions, some hopes for yourself. How do you hope to live out of what you experienced yesterday as you move forward? And dwell on that for a few moments. And then you could begin to return to full awareness in your room. You can open your eyes if they were closed. Start to wake yourself back up fully. We can just end with a moment of gratitude for our time today, for our practice, for our workout, for our meditation. Knowing that we've given ourselves and each other a great gift by gathering here. And that review, simple as it is, might be a way to deepen your own sense of gratitude. It certainly does for me. It's a simple structure. You could use it as you like. You could look back once a week, once a day, once an hour, once a month. There's also sort of another way to do it where instead of just letting memories come to mind, you let the whole day play out like a movie in your mind. Really go moment by moment, beat by beat, instant by instant, if you can and if you have the time. It could take a while, but it can be a really rewarding experience. There's so much going on inside of us. There's so much acting on us from outside. So many movements, forces, vibes, what many of the great religious traditions call spirits. They're pressing and pulling and drawing and dragging, helping, hurting, all sorts of things. Lots of forces acting on us, paying attention to how they are acting upon us and how they affect us will let us be a bit more peaceful, a bit more comfortable moving in and through those waves and rocky times of our life, and the good ones as well. But I'm grateful for this Wednesday with you.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.